Hi everyone, Marnie here with your FLC Now for Friday, May 21st. We are so excited because things are starting to get back to some slight normal, and we're excited to have no masks in church this Sunday. And we're also really excited for families to continue to come back to worship with us. And we thought we'd just remind you about some of the wonderful things that we have for children to make them feel comfortable in worship, and also you as moms and dads to feel comfortable. Because sometimes we get a little nervous when we bring our kids and we think they're going to be noisy or they're going to just be too rowdy, but they really aren't. You do a wonderful job with your families, and we really want you here. And so a couple of things we have for them is in the pews, you always find the Frolic First Bible, and that's a fun way for the children to participate. And there's some other areas too that we're going to check out in a little bit. But one thing before we go, I wanted to remind all of us without small ones anymore, just to think back about what it was like when we had little ones in church. I often share a story. We have two boys, and our older son was so good in church. He would just sit there and play quietly with whatever I gave him. And then our younger one came along, and he was not quite as settled. And so it was much more of a challenge. It was much more stressful. And so I could really understand both sides to it. And that's why we have wonderful things to help families to do that. But what can be really helpful is if the person sitting in the pew next to us gives us a little encouragement and even helps out a little if we need it. And so we encourage you, all of us, to be welcoming to families and especially welcoming to little children because we want them here. Okay, now let's go check out some of the fun things we have around here. Okay, we're back in the narthex in the very back of the sanctuary, or the front, depending on how you want to look at it, near the front doors. And here we have the parents' room. Now, the parents' room is a perfect place if during church, your little one maybe needs to use the bathroom, or you need to change a diaper, or you just need to get away for a little bit, or maybe even give them a bottle. So come on in here. And you'll see we have a little rocking chair and a nice little changing table over here and a bathroom behind. You know what a bathroom looks like. Here we are in the children's crossing. This little area tucked between the sanctuary of the Welcome Center and the main sanctuary is where we have the children's bags. We're moving them back over here now. So on Sunday morning, you can come with your child, or if your child's feeling ambitious by themselves, they can come and get a children's bag with activities and different things for them to do quietly in the pews. And then also they can bring it back here when they're done. That's another wonderful thing to just talk about. Like some of the activities in those bags are really just helpful to keep their minds and hands a little bit busy while they're sitting in church. But there's also some things that can help them participate in the worship service. So they can be a part of things, obviously with the children's message when they can come up for that. But then there's little ways that you can start as they grow older to get them included in different parts of the service. The easiest one, I think, is the Lord's Prayer. Teaching them that at home. They're so smart, they can learn it quickly. And then you can help them pray that with you and with the rest of the congregation. But enjoy those activity bags. This is the Welcome Center, just right outside the sanctuary. And sometimes if little toddlers need to just walk around and burn off some steam, you can come out here with them. You can still be a part of the worship service by watching it on TV or hearing it through that system, but it gives the little ones a chance to move around and get out some energy. There's also a little room over there called the Lutheran Lounge if you want to take them in there, if they just need to climb all over the furniture. You can still hear the service out here. And if you just really need to take your 3-year-old or under to let them have their own special time in the nursery, like my youngest son, that is perfectly acceptable as well. Here we are in the nursery. It's just down the hall from the sanctuary. It's very easy to get to. We have wonderful staff people that work here and that they're consistent, and so the children get to know them. And so we want you to feel perfectly comfortable and safe bringing your children to the nursery as well. Let's go inside and see what it looks like. So in here, there's plenty of room for them to play, to move around, and to just be children, because sometimes that's what they need to do. The other wonderful thing that we installed a couple of years ago is a television, which we're not watching Paw Patrol or Mickey Mouse Club or anything, but it plays the worship service. And so in the background, they can hear the worship service happening. And it's a wonderful way for them to at least feel somewhat apart. When we first installed it, I was so excited because there was a little girl playing in here, and one of the hymns came on, and she started kind of humming and like swaying her head as she was playing with the puzzle. So even just little subliminal ways like that are also wonderful ways to help our children still be a part of things in worship. The sanctuary is empty now, but we hope on Sunday you and your family and your wonderful, beautiful children will all be able to join us very soon. We hope you're doing well, and we can't wait to see you in worship. Have a great day, everyone.